There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of that ship was the Billy o' Tea. The winds blew hard about it down, blow me bully boys blow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tongue in it...
Hello and welcome. A Naval Action patch has dropped today, completing the latest series of updates for the game that has come after a month of waiting. The wait began on May 25th when the developers removed hostility missions from the game, citing a broken RVR system, which effectively froze the map where it was at the time. Many players have been waiting in anticipation for the new RVR system to be released, and the wait is now over. Along with the new RVR system, the developers have added port improvements, made some changes to shipbuilding, and have added new crafting woods to the game as well. Let's jump into it. This is a fairly extensive update, so let's start with some of the more basic changes. The developers removed doubloons from the ship crafting requirements, and they also balanced the number of woods necessary for frames and planking in shipbuilding. In place of the doubloons, crafters now will need to pay an amount of reals, increasing in scale in tandem with the ship rate. So where a first-rate centissima used to cost about 9,000 doubloons to craft, it will now cost you over 1.3 million reals. Gone are the days of grinding doubloons to make a fleet of first rates. Now you can pay for a first rate in one or two lucrative trade runs. The next change came in the form of combat balancing. Join timers were increased and acceleration was slowed by 20% with the intent of helping to balance stern camping. I am assuming this is a method that the developers have used to try to appease people who keep getting sunk by snows. Once a snow gets on your stern, it can be a real menace, so by making stern camping a more difficult maneuver to pull off, the developers are attempting to give the players on the receiving end a fighting chance. Shipbuilding was further updated by adding new woods to the game. Yes, that's right, we now have even more options to build ships than we did before. Danzig fir, Malabar teak, African oak, New England fir, and many more woods are now available in select ports spread throughout the map. I wouldn't go planning on changing your entire fleet composition just yet, as these woods are so rare that they range in cost from 3,000 to 14,000 reals per log. Yes, that's per log. These woods can be 6,000 more per log than some of the more coveted seasoned woods. The new woods drop in select ports around the map, seeming to align with national home ports and other strategic locations. So for instance, British captains have access to Rangoon teak at Kingstown, Port Royal, and the French also have access to this wood at their captured port, Bridgetown. That's it. The wood drops from the ports in the store at random intervals, similar to trade goods. However, dissimilar to trade goods, you can put buy contracts up for the woods, which will make purchasing them somewhat easier, provided you can pay for the contract. These woods give specialty bonuses that are even better than seasoned wood. However, right now the cost of the wood is so high that I'm not sure the cost is worth the reward for large-scale investments. Our next change we are covering is the addition of light defense fleets for home ports and the increased importance of home defense fleets in general. The developers have really been working on improving the new player experience, introducing a new player mission that gets people into fun battles right away to show them the potential of the game, and releasing home defense fleets of light ships to prevent ganking of new players. These fleets act similar to their larger counterparts, however they target any enemy ships that have a battle rating of 30 or higher. This means that Snows, Lorequins, and Princes that were previously immune to the HDF threat will now have a hard time attacking new players around national home ports. The large home defense fleets were updated by getting 2 additional ships, as well as allowing every ship to drop wooden chests. These chests are needed to upgrade ports. In the past, nations were limited to the amount of points a port naturally had, so you only had so many combinations of upgrades you could invest into them. With this update, if you don't open your wooden chests and instead invest them into a port, you can increase the total number of points a port has, and therefore increase the port bonuses available there. The HDFs are important for yet another reason, the new RVR system. Naval Action players who were around a few years ago may remember the flag system that was employed to start RVR campaigns on ports. Well, that system is back with a few tweaks to it. Now players have a 10% chance of finding a Conquest Flag when they sink a ship in the home defense fleet. This flag is bound to the person who grabs it, and can be used to take a conquest mission on a nearby enemy port. Once in a conquest mission, the player must survive inside the instance for 15 minutes if no enemies join. If an enemy player does join, the flag carrier must survive for 45 minutes until the battle is over. It's important to note that any players that join these battles will not be able to leave for the duration of the battle, similar to the patrol zone. Additionally, when an enemy clan takes a mission for one of your ports, a message will flash on your screen saying that a conquest mission was taken. The enemy flag carrier has 30 minutes to make it to their mission in the open world, which is located off your port dock, so you have some time to organize a defense. A new teleport mechanic was added to port battles as well. Once a port battle is set, an enemy fleet can use a teleport item to move their fleet into position in front of the port they are attacking in an attempt to avoid screeners. This item allegedly has a single use and costs 50,000 doubloons. That's a lot of money to dish out to get your fleet into the battle, so I anticipate that many nations will choose to use normal screening tactics and approach the battles in the open world as they used to do, choosing only to use this teleport mechanism for important port battles like county capitals, or maybe ports that are in difficult locations. That about summarizes the major updates that the latest series of patches have brought to Naval Action. If you'd like to read the patch notes in greater detail, I have included links to the forum posts in the video description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Naval Action content, and thanks for watching.